Hey guys, welcome back to the bunker here. Today we're going to look at two Walmart knives, super budget knives, and possibly two of the knives that they're trying to accomplish mimicking with these. Do a quick wrist check, tell you what's been going on lately. I don't have that many viewers, but that's really not what this is about. This is about knowledge transfer, getting people up to speed on what's going on with radios and gear. So quick wrist check. This is a Bertucci Field DX3. It's like a polymer case with apparently Swiss loom, and it's got a Japanese movement and a typical NATO strap. I've got some FT8 going on the Tough Book over there on 30 meters. But anyway, I'll cut to the chase. So we'll start with this one. You can probably notice that first and foremost, this mimics like a Mora companion. It's got this kind of Mora-esque sheath. Just see the similarity here. It's a little bit shorter on the overall length of the knife and case total, the sheath. So side by side, and this thing's been beat, this Mora, but a little bit shorter. Similar blade length when you actually look at the total blade without the handle. Biggest thing that sticks out here is the grind. This is like a traditional Scandi grind, and again, this thing's been beat, used over the years. This thing's like 10 years old. This has what was probably attempted to be a Scandi grind in the factory. It's worth saying this thing runs for $2.99. I've got one of these in the truck, and I've also got one in the shop just to beat up, one that I've been using. But the steel on these things, it's probably like a 440, real cheap stuff. It does come sharp as hell, but of course it's going to come sharp. Rubberized handle with plastic, similar to the Mora, except this is a lot better molding. This is going to last longer. It's a lot thicker, you can just tell. This Mora is probably going to be about half tang down here. I don't think these are full. I think these were always half. This bad boy, I haven't taken it apart, but I'd venture to guess it's not going more than a quarter. It's worth saying that this is $12.99, or it used to be $12.99 back in the day. I think now these things are probably closer to 15, 20 bucks, but used to be actually able to get these for like 10 bucks. But case material, I mean, when you look at the case material, it's just typical, you know, just ABS plastic. You got a drip hole here. The Mora's got a tiny drip hole. They both have a clip. The Mora is of course made so that you can stack them on top of each other like this. I don't know if you guys knew that. But overall, I mean, this thing's just not even close to a Mora. The quality, the steel, the finish, the grind. But for $3, if you need a knife and you don't have anything else and you're on your way fishing or something else, these are marketed as bait knives, which is about what they are. If you work on a fishing boat, or if you work in the fishing industry or around the water, bait knives are basically throwaway knives. After a couple days of use, you're not going to want to use them anymore because they're so nasty. But yeah, that's basically what this is. You know, plastic on the pommel, plastic up here on the guard. Again, the same kind of type of rubber, this rubberized, vulcanized sort of stuff. But again, just the fit and the finish of the Mora is a lot better. And the steel is night and day. I mean, this is a carbon steel model of the Mora. This is going to be like a 440 stainless steel. Honestly, I feel like I could break it just doing that. So that's the $2.99 knife. Second, I've got Ozark Trail, which is this like hiking knife, fixed blade knife, 7-inch, but really the blade's not even near that. I think these are running $4.99 or maybe $3.99. This is the packaging. Just want to show you that. We got a sheath. Comes with a sheath. Not Kydex, but some sort of plastic. It's got a little belt clip. It's a shallow belt clip, but it does have like a hook at the end. Not sure how this fits in here. So it doesn't really snap in, but it does secure its way in there. It squeezes in. And we've got these connection points here, so you'll see guys run them as maybe a neck knife like this, or I guess you could run it a different way. But the knife itself, stonewash on, it's actually a really good looking blade. Jimping on the back for a purchase like this, if you're like carving or something, I guess, or skinning. Like this as well. Stonewash on the blade again. It looks actually really nice. We've got some star fasteners, some screws in here, full tang, so it's a solid piece of steel. And then the handle is slick, but it's a little grippy. It's not very grippy, but we've got some finger holes, finger grooves rather here. No hole in the end here, but you wouldn't have that given what they give you with the sheath. Sheath's got drain holes as well up here though, not at the bottom. And decent looking knife. I guess if you were in a bind and you needed something like this, comes sharp as hell too. I don't think on the packaging it tells you any details about steel, but I'd guess this is 440C or something like that. Again, good looking blade, but I guess for like $4 or $5 you can't beat it. But what this is trying to probably mimic is something similar to this, which is a Boker. This is a Boker Magnum. This is a pretty decent blade. These things came out a long time ago. These are I would say roughly about, well, back in the day they used to be about $70. Kydex sheath, like real Kydex, molded, holes here, underneath here. And this is just a different blade style, but they make these in a couple different styles. This is a 12C27, super high polish stuff, but this is like super sharp. This is a G10 handle with spacers underneath the scales. And then of course you've got some cord here. And this is a nice knife. Downside about this, you don't have a clip on the actual sheath, but you can buy the Kydex attachments. And this does have a snap, so you'll hear an actual snap when it goes into place. These are really similar just in blade length and kind of just general style, which is why I compared them. About the closest thing I had. But honestly, I don't hate this thing. I really don't hate it. If you were just looking for a super like budget camping knife or something to keep in your truck, I'd probably take this over this. This is just a lot thicker too. I mean, the purpose is different for this sort of thing as well, but this has some jimping on it. The blade's a decent length. You do have a sheath that you can stick on your belt, and it's going to actually catch, unlike this one that's probably not even big enough to go around a belt. But yeah, I really don't hate this for $4. And you're not going to break it because this isn't long enough, unless you were really like prying on something, that you're going to be able to break it. I just don't think you could. I mean, maybe me and a couple other folks might, if you really try, but I really don't think this is the type of knife that you'll break. Keeping it sharp and everything like that, knives are knives. They get dull. They need resharpened. But all in all, for like $4 or $5, I don't hate it. So hope you enjoyed this. Hope this was informational. We're going to be doing more videos as things slow down here in the year. So we'll see you back here soon.